BFM on 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio. Time check, exactly 2 minutes after 6. And we're going to get into a conversation like I've been saying since the show started. We're going to have a conversation with a fine gentleman. In fact, he's a son of the soil. One of the few that you can find that would have a very positive conversation with you, especially when it comes to youth, when it comes to business, and when it comes to how well we do and how we haven't done well as a people. He has it all. I'm going to have a conversation with the CEO of the Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs and the President of Ghana Youth Federation. Today on Conversation with Giants, we're going to be sitting with a man who has positioned himself as the intersection of youth empowerment, entrepreneurship, and national influence. He took me to Nigeria, by the way, and I will never forget that experience. One of the very few good moments in my life. I mean, he's going to shape the conversations today for young entrepreneurs, and we're going to get into social life as well. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Sharif Ghale, and he's our guest. I don't know if I pronounced the surname well, but
exactly, that's the name.
That's the
Sharif
name.
Ghale, yes.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, bro. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Happy New Year.
Many happy returns.
Yes.
You've been doing so much by the way. I'm always excited when we meet because there's so much to talk about. Today we're going to delve into all of that, but then also your life.
Good.
Yes. Before the titles, the positions, and all of that. I mean, the first time we met, you invited me somewhere to Gimpa.
Yeah.
And
2019.
Yes,
in
2019.
December 2019.
Yes. And we had a very...
No, we actually met way later than that. 2017, where we met at formerly Lancaster Hotel.
Yes.
Golden
Tulip.
We had discussions around how to support. I remember you were into agriculture. A lot of people don't know some things about you. That you are a very astute businessman and a farmer.
I try.
You know. Yeah. So I remember, and your interest in supporting young entrepreneurs. I remember.
Yes. Great. But who is Sharif Ghale? Take us through the journey, and then we can continue.
Once again, thank you very much, my brother. So,
you're welcome.
Sharif is a young man from the soil. I'm from the northern part of Ghana. Even though wherever I go, I keep saying I'm a Ghanaian and by large an African, because I do not believe in tribal disparities or showing where you come from. But you have to always trace back to your roots. So I'm a Gonja. I am in the same tribe with the current president of Ghana, but we are not really. Before
I was going to say that.
Yes. Even if we are, on air, I will not say it. But I'm from the same tribe with the president. We are Gonjas, but I was actually born in the Upper West region because my dad moved there to work and married from there. So I grew up in the Upper West region, schooled there, and lived partly. Actually, I went to English and Arabic schools.
Wow.
Because that one was for the poor people, in the community. But I schooled in Wa. I grew up in Wa and then lived partly in Tamale. Within the then 3 northern regions, I spent a lot of my time growing up between Wa Tamale. And so up till now, some people call me a Wala man. I actually stood for MP.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Which year?
That was 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. I stood on PNC.
Wow.
Yeah. I contested Rashid Pelipo,
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So, by whatever standards, you can call me a Wala.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
I see. What would you say has been your defining moment? That really pushed you into all this youth leadership. The day we met, your umbrella has so many young businessmen. I met this guy into Chaco. His story still stays with me.
I mean,
yes,
Zaku.
Zaku.
You have a very sharp memory. You can still remember all of that.
So what really was the defining moment that pushed you into youth leadership and entrepreneurship?
So Trick, for me, in everything in my life having been a defining moment, because every single moment has been accumulating towards what I've become. From growing up, I've always known I have something in me that wanted to always be different. I don't follow the crowd. I wanted to stand different, to be unique among the rest. And so there cannot be one defining moment that I can put my hand on, but to say that it has been accumulation of effort, of failures, of trying again, that we are here today, and we are still trying, and we'll still get to where we want to be, because we still have a lot to come. So it has been that. But I think that one that is worthy of mention is when I had the opportunity to work with MTN distributor called Shinwa. I rose from a sales coordinator to actually manage, act as a regional operations manager for a while. And that gave more or less an introduction to the corporate world. And I keep telling young people, when I say that, for me, going into entrepreneurship was more or less a motivation to be my own boss, not necessarily to make money. And I have to be honest, I didn't have it in my mind that I just want to make money, that's why I wanted to go into business. Actually, was from my boss. eCash, wherever you are, he's a distributor for the 3 northern region for MTN. MTN have all branches. We have the connect store, we have the distributor that handles sales. That time we're using the card.
Yes, the card, yes.
But now it's no more there. Even though we used to have EVD, the electronic voucher. But then the reason that propelled me to go into business was there were times that my boss can call you 3 a.m. just because you miss one thing in the report. Oh yeah, he doesn't really care whether they're sleeping or not.
Wow.
Because the next morning he needs to also get along to do other things. Yes. And you can't keep his report. So if there's a mistake, my boss will not even check the time. Call Sheriff, why is this like that? So it just dawned on me that imagine I'm my own boss. Me too, I can call people like that who works for me.
Yes.
Upset as it is, but that was just a motivation.
So that was just the motivation.
I just wanted to be my own boss. And,
so I'm sure you went through some fire.
Oh yes. And,
because it's not easy.
It's not easy, bro.
I remember when I started my agency, sometime I was all fired up. I thought it would be a rosy thing.
If there's a way to go back, you would want to go back to be your corporate.
I'm telling you.
When I was to leave MTN, I had all of this. You young boy, got this opportunity right from school, stay there you wanted to be, but I felt like no, I needed to move because at that point in time I just have that youthful thing of being my own boss and creating my own, and I felt that if you're a young person and you have a potential, why don't you try? Because sometimes out of the trying that you get to know your level, like your colleague, your level. You get to understand your level, and then you are able to then tell. So when I left MTN and started my own business, that actually grew bigger than I expected. Wow. I employed close to about 50 people within the 3 northern regions.
Wow.
Unfortunately, that business collapsed, but gave me the best of thinking, the best of training, the best of whatever I can ever count for. And when I say that, when I'm with other young people, the level of experience I have, as compared to somebody who is even 45 years, a little bit older than me, you can't compare, because I've seen it all. I've seen what it is to become big, very big, bro. We used to count a lot. I may not be able to mention, but we were big, and then we had.
Oh, but you can mention.
No, I will not. I know.
Sharif knows that's what we will follow. No.
Yes. But everything went to the ground, and I pick it up, and I owe to myself that I was the reason why my business failed, because I really did it.
I love that honesty.
I wasn't that big in character, but I was popular. I like helping people. I want to be, and so when you are compassionate, you become popular.
Yes.
And delegate. We come and tell you the way you are popular, why don't you go for MP? We'll vote for you. We think you can make it. You see, young man with small money. Now you get the whole story.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So, your brother rushed into it. People said that you win. So I went into it. I actually did well in the election. Even though at the latter part was when I had issues with my business and couldn't really be available, but I did well, and I can say I've gotten a lot of experience, and so my business went down, and that is even actually what formed the Ghana Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs.
Wow.
Historically, yeah.
Wow.
The truth is that when I was going down my business, I used to work with a lot. I don't want to mention their names, but they know themselves, listening to me. Quite rich people, and when you make money, you also want to be with those guys.
Yeah, of course.
But then when, as a young person, I go to them for support, some of them will tell you, see, bro, what you did was wrong. You shouldn't have gone. And somebody will call me that because this person is my friend and you are competing against them, I can't help you. Yeah, I've had that.
Wow.
Oh yeah, people that wouldn't have thought twice helping me. Yeah. So it was quite obvious that I don't call it. My people always say I shouldn't say it's a bad mistake or a wrong one. It was a learning curve. Yeah, but all of that has really built me up till now, and I believe that there's no defining moment in a man's life. Every other moment counts to who you become.
Right.
Just like you. There's no defining moment. True. There are a lot of moments that makes Trick who he is today.
True.
Yes.
Well said. And if you just joined us, I'm having a conversation with Sheriff Ghale, who actually is the CEO of the Chambers of Young Entrepreneurs, as well as president of
Ghana Youth Federation.
Yes.
I
mean, I saw that on social media. I was like, hey,
where's that one too?
Where's that? But I wasn't surprised. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if in some time to come you are put at in charge of the National Youth Authority, or because I've seen your drive. I've followed, even though I've been a bit distant for some time.
You are the encourager. Don't run away from it. And anybody watching and listening to us now, Treg is one of the person, he wants to be at the back, but pushing, bro, go on. So let me also say it. You've done well.
But you have a drive, and I love it. One of the things I must commend you for is your active role with the Startup Act.
Yeah.
I saw how you would call, you get people to get involved. Yes.
Bro, that is who we are. When you have something before you, we are just we are following your footsteps. We want to make sure we get it done. I remember when we went to Nigeria, one of the things you said, it's not about who you become, is about the completion of what has been given to you.
That's true.
And and it is so always in my head. I remember when you were on the panel, you made mention of all of, especially how we can support the creative industry. When you were to talk about how the creatives now are hell bent on making money.
Yeah.
But some of you wanted impact on people's life.
Yes.
And I've seen what you have done. Today is for me, so let me not talk about you.
Yes, let's talk about you. I mean, let's talk about Ghana.
Yep.
Before we come to you, I want us to talk about the serious issues, and then we'll come to your social life. Ghana is buzzing with young entrepreneurs, and then we have every day we see new businesses, people coming up with ideas, but many struggle to scale. When it comes to scaling, it's something we struggle with. What are we getting wrong? What do you think we're getting wrong?
Thank you, bro. You see, when we talk about scaling, the act of growing your business from one point to the other, there is no scaling without funding. And we just have to be brutally honest. The reason why you have a feeling that young people don't scale, they stay at one point in time and they are always there, is because there is no deliberate support for young people to scale. No company in the world can scale without substantive investment. And that is why all of you contributed to the Ghana Innovation and Startup Bill that we're working on 5 years ago and up to now. Because if you understand what it is for young people who are innovative to scale, then you know that they need a lot of funding.
That's true.
No, imagine you want to scale, you want to grow, if it is infrastructure to create jobs, you will need funding to do that. But here, the funding doesn't come as it's supposed to be. And if a company wants to scale on their own, it will take them years before they scale. So you would see all the young people, most of them, 80% of them, are still at where they are.
That's true.
Simple because there is no deliberate support coming in.
Yeah.
Those companies you saw that have skill, the Facebook and the rest, got investment from Silicon Valley. You can find out. But here in Ghana, where are the young people going to tap in those funding? Government, I always say, have been doing their best. You know, MPP government came out with so many grant programs, but grants are not sustainable. We are talking about deliberate investment for scalability. That's like in millions.
Yeah.
But how many? Sometimes a whole project is even 5 million. That this 5 million is what one startup needs to really become a unicorn, a big one. So can you give it to one of them? You know, politicians,
Yes.
they want to give it to a lot of young people.
Yes.
So one of our biggest problem is that investment, serious investment, not that joke, 100,000, 200,000. Yes, you could do something for an SME owned by a young person, but if you truly want to see young people really scale their business to the thinking we know and compared to other businesses, then we need deliberate and serious investment. And that's what is lacking. Aside that, young people have the skills. I think that we are living in a generation where I can confidently tell you that we are more skillful than those of you ahead of us. I have to be honest.
But which one? In terms of what?
In terms of the influx of information for us.
I agree.
No, you can't compare yourself to your boy as a now.
I agree.
You understand? So we, when I mean we, those of us who are also beyond you, below you guys, you know, they're Gen Zs.
Yes,
now
Gen
I'm also
Zs.
crossing the 40s, so
Okay.
I am not.
Okay.
You understand? We are more skillful than you, and research has shown it. We are more daring. And so when I hear people say that young people are not daring, we don't have the skills, it is a big lie. What we don't have is access to the tools and the support system to grow. That's what we don't have. So it would take us a lot of time to see scalability. If you go to Caveman, Anthony is still having problem with scalability, despite even your president wearing his watch.
Yeah.
And people should
do you
see.
also
Yes.
think maybe sometimes the youth drop the ball on things like bookkeeping, the ethics of the business, and so to gain, let's say an individual who has the capital, to gain that person's trust. I mean, he wants to see your paperwork. He wants to see what you've earned, even if it's small, how you kept your books and all of that. And most businesses lack that.
You're right.
You know, don't you think that that could also be a problem?
Yes, I was coming to that.
Okay.
But I was trying to hit on the most important point,
Okay.
the honest one. So
No,
that
you can
we
finish
know.
your point
Yes.
so that we touch on that.
Yes. The scaling, as I said, scaling comes with funding. Let nobody lie to you.
I agree.
If you really want to grow, if you really want to scale, you will need funding. If you want to scale based on your own revenue, it will take you time. But now let's come to the person who is running the business. You are right to say that a lot of young people do not also keep records. And see, when you don't have records of your business, no serious investor also put your money into you. That is the reality. But I still want to let you know that with this age we are living with technology and AI, a lot of young people have all the records more than our fathers have in their business or our mothers. Because it's now everything is online. AI can teach you how to do bookkeeping than even a human being.
True.
And can give you a template.
But are people doing it?
That is the point.
Yeah.
So most of the time, the reason why you don't see young people keep records is that a young person runs a business. He's the founder, he's the CEO, accountant, auditor, tech, everything. Because it's not their fault.
Yeah.
Bro, because they don't have the funding to hire the
All those
technical
people.
skills. So they want to be everyone. Ask yourself, can you keep track of all of that? No. I have my template here. I even keep track of my own bookings and everything to speak at program and the rest. And sometimes I fail them.
Yeah.
My PA also fail them. So it is not just about they are not trying to do it. Sometimes it is the little things that you people don't see. Because a young entrepreneur is a CEO, almost everybody. And now he has to keep records. Now he has to market. Now he has to do skill. Some of them are even now tech. They are tech consultants.
Yeah.
They design their website.
Yeah.
They manage their web page. So it is all of these things. But then I don't think any young person would say that now they haven't seen the importance of bookkeeping. No young entrepreneur under the chamber of young entrepreneurs or under my guidance would say you haven't, because I've worked with GIZ. We've done over 200 training across Ghana on bookkeeping, on how to ensure your business have the traction. But the problem is that we keep training them without the resources. You train them, you train them. They don't have the resources. They don't even have templates. How then do they even keep records? So if you are a young entrepreneur and you are listening, yes, I am not defending you. If you are not keeping records of your business, forget about growth. Because who would come and even help you? Even you yourself, that means you don't even know whether you are growing or your business is collapsing. It happens to a lot of people. But when you have records, you're able to tell your inflows, your outflows. You're able to even tell your profit and all of those things. Then you can tell a story. Even if you're not making profit, keep the record. So you are right to say records keeping is also another thing.
Yes.
Another thing that is very, very important, that is not helping young people to be able to scale. Or grow their business, is access to market. You see, no matter what you do, you keep records. You are producing. And there's no market. You are supposed to compete with giant. You can never grow. Look at the cosmetic industry. Go to my north, where I come from. A lot of young people are into this shea butter. But a lot of Ghanaians would prefer to go and buy the product that went into Philippines and then come back as a refined shea butter product. We prefer that than our Ghanaian shea butter product because we feel like, no, this one is inferior. And these are some of the things. There's no deliberate creation of market for young entrepreneurs. Government, imagine, I always say this and I'll say it, bro. We supply boots to service, the prisons and all of the police and whatever. But do you know there are young entrepreneurs in, what do you call it, Ashanti region just here, that can design a shoe that you think is from Italy.
True.
So why don't we empower these people, give them the logistical support to become suppliers? We have to be deliberate. We have in the law, I think I shared it with you some time ago, we have a policy that says that state-funded project, 20% of it should be ceded to young people. Up to now, no government is interested in enforcing that policy.
Wow.
So there's no market access. So a young person can have a product but suffer to compete with big agencies. When they want to put their product on the shelf, you know what happens. This is what brings me to policy. Policy issue will come out. Registration of your business, registration of your product. How many young people can pay 4,500 to register each product? And what do they even have? Their capital is not even up to
not enough.
So you want to just put your shea butter product on the shelves of, let's say, ShopRite. And now FDA is asking you to pay such an amount. And that is not just the only thing. This is what you know. The hidden cost. It's a whole lot of issues, even though there is hope. But we need to harmonize all of this and stop saying that, oh, the young people, we saw that you were here and you are still there, because they do not have the deliberate support system. And until we do that, government will have to identify their role. Trade associations and private persons like us need to know our role. Development partners need to know our role. You, media, need to know your role in supporting them. And then lastly, academia need to know their role. In every country you go where youth entrepreneurship is doing well, every actor know their role and they are playing their role. Academia, what should they do? They are the ones to research and refine the ideas of these young people and ensure that these are innovative ones, right? Trade associations, what are we supposed to do? Continue support, ensuring that they receive the needed capacity building to continue running the business. Government is supposed to help in policies. Private sector, corporate, banks are supposed to ensure they give funding to young people. Here in Ghana, no bank, I repeat, no bank does more than 10% of their loan book for young people. Then you expect you to grow? In India, there is a law that says that if you want to renew your license, your banking license, you should do up to a certain percentage of loaning to SMEs, women and youth.
Wow.
Yeah, if you don't do it, then next year you come to file for your license will be revoked.
Wow.
This is an intentional, deliberate thing to support banks to give funding to what? Women and youth. But here in Ghana, you and I know, if we go for loan, you look at your fine face, say, Trick there, we trust and we know him. He will give you. But me, it will be difficult.
Guys, we're having a beautiful conversation. Sorry, you were saying something.
No, I said those are the things that add up
to
why young people are not really doing so well with their businesses.
Yes. Guys, it's Sheriff Ghale and myself here having a great conversation. We're talking about youth. We're talking about entrepreneurship. We're talking about your business, my business, everybody's business. And, you know, it's very important in this time to be an African and want to do business, especially within Africa, because we have the largest growing youth number in the world. And it means that if you're able to touch even a little percentage of that number, that's a huge market for you. But I'm going to also find out, Mr. Sharif. I mean, I want us to go for a musical break.
Sure.
What's your favorite Ghanaian song currently?
Do you know the man called Trigmatic?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Play any of his music.
Okay.
Before you play, I want to tell you something. I traveled and I was playing music on my Bluetooth speaker. Went for a program in London, and somebody heard that musician called Trigmatic voice and was like, is it an angel? I said, no, that's my brother.
Oh wow.
Oh yes, because the voice, not because you are here, but I've always said it.
Yeah.
You know, especially I remember when we were traveling to Nigeria.
Yeah.
You had you were singing, you were practicing in your room.
Yes.
And I passed by and I was like, anyway, just play any music from Trigmatic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, if you also have a question, any question, you can go live on our social media page, 3FM 92.7. You can put in your comments, your questions, and definitely I'll throw it to Sharif for you. It's Trigmatic with Samacha Keche. We'll be right back.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. They calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure. Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. They calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm, it rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This
Do Something
is
Day,
the
music by Trigmatic, and is on the Eighth Element album. On all streaming platforms, you could go get it. Before that, we played you Sama Chekeche, and it's featuring Mtunzi from South Africa. Amazing music, and this is the 3FM Drive 90 on 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio. Currently, we're having conversations with the Giants, and my guest is Sheriff Ghale, who is actually the chairman of the Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs and also the president of Ghana Youth Federation. Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
Well, back to the conversation. I mean, I saw that you've been made president of Ghana Youth Federation. What are your roles? What are you going to do? What are you supposed to do, and all of that?
All right, so thank you very much. First of all, it's important to understand what the Ghana Youth Federation is.
Yes.
So Ghana Youth Federation is a constitutional back body that is representing youth groups or youth across Ghana. It's a non-partisan body that is supposed to represent all youth. If you go to other African countries, they all have what we call youth councils or youth federations, and then they have the NYA. Like, we have National Youth Authority here in Ghana, which is the ultimate body representing youth development in Ghana. But government, that's why government appoints the CEO. Now, the framers of the constitution, the NYA Act 939 2016, saw the need to have an independent body that will represent the interests of youth, devoid of political coloration and where they come from. So within the act, there was the mention that there would be the Ghana Youth Federation, which is the amalgamation of all youth and youth groups across Ghana that would work in tandem or work with the Ghana Youth, National Youth Authority to ensure national youth development. So see it to be like GUTA, Ghana Union of Traders. But this time, youth have their own independent, non-partisan platform that would advocate for them, that would mobilize them to ensure they benefit from central government programs and also programs from elsewhere. So it's supposed to be one of the biggest, to be honest, because you have close to about 70% of your population being young people.
Yeah.
And you see, we have been so much divided by political coloration for a very long time. And you will see that no matter what you do, somebody who is politically, colored will never accept what the other young person in NDC does. And so it has become something that we pull each other, no matter what we pull each other. So this federation is supposed to be independent, and we need all of you to ensure that we get it done right. We've been on it for the past 8 years. Actually, we started that the NY Act was actually passed. The bill was passed to an act in 2016, and that was when MPP took over. And we've been on it. MPP tried to form it. There were some issues about those leading it were political, and then NDC came. By the grace of God, His Excellency promised in the manifesto that when he comes, he will get the federation formed. And the federation was formed by the Honorable Minister of Youth Development, Honorable George Opare Ado, and it was launched last year. So for me, my work, as you asked, is simple. I'm leading it with all other youth group to ensure we create it, have it formalized, institutionalized in Ghana, so we have a strong, formidable youth body that will represent young people without asking where you come from, what tribe, whether your parents are rich, who are you connected to, which party you belong. If Ghana can develop, we need to let the youth understand that political coloration is one of our biggest problems. If Ghana can develop, we need to understand and let the youth know that Ghana can go far without being a member of any political party. And so we need to train our young people to appreciate that. And that's one thing I always say about this current government. You have seen people being appointed who you didn't even know were political. Or let me say they are not. They still claim they are not. Professor Jampo will tell you he's not an NDC.
Yes.
But you see, the president felt that this is the time for Prof to bring that his knowledge into work. And this is the kind of leaders we need. And I keep saying that politically, this is where we would get to the extent that MPP can appoint an NDC person to a position because they know he can do the work.
Yeah.
Imagine Trig is appointed Minister of Tourism.
Oh, yes.
Their experiences there.
You are speaking life.
Yes, I have seen what you try to do for the creative industry, the investment, the forum you want to organize to showcase the Ghanaian intellect practically, even without the position you were doing that. Imagine you have it.
Yeah.
So these are the things we want the federation to come and let the youth understand. You see, it is not about fighting government all the time.
Yes,
it's
I
about
agree.
working with government.
I agree.
I said this today when I was sharing a story on an international platform that no government in the world would want to work with you when they think you are against them.
Yeah,
that's the reality.
Yes.
But if they see you are bringing value, I am not a known NDC person, neither am I a known MPP person. But Akufo-Addo gave me an award. You saw it.
Yes.
I worked under NPP. I sat on committees to support youth. I wasn't. Even if there's anything closer to political ideologies, you would push me closer to NDC.
Yes.
That's the honest truth from where I come from.
Yes.
I actually, for the first time I'm saying it, I was actually even a 10 executive in Wapole.
Wow.
Yeah, until I move away from active politics. So if there's anything to even be closer, you say I'm closer to NDC. But as I said, that is not what we are looking for. We are forming a federation by law that will represent young people independently, give them a voice that will not be politically triggered, a voice that will speak to national development issue, and can even hold anybody in power to ensure they do their work. Not as a militant group, not as a pressure group, but an intellectual youth. And we are building the young person to understand that noise, if there is noise, then my senior brother Bernard Mona, he would have achieved everything here. Because there's no demonstration. I know he will pardon me. There's no demonstration. He is not part of it.
Yes.
Very, very, very intelligent, and he does his things, and everybody know him for that. So what we want the young people to know that there is that aspect, but the aspect that work everywhere across the world is the intellect and the value addition. If we can build the youth to become leaders and can add value to national discourse without politically colorizing their ideas, we can grow.
We can grow, and that's the voice of Sheriff Ghale. We're having an amazing conversation, Sheriff. Let's so that I can give you room for you to drink some water. I'm bringing it down. What's a typical morning for you like? When you wake up in the morning, what are some of the things you do before you step out?
Trick, I'm a computerized person. When I mean computerized, everything is actually documented. I can show you from my paper tablet that you see my habit. So I aim to wake up 5 a.m.
Okay.
And then have my few meditations, get to meditate and get to even write my three priorities I need to do for the day.
Okay.
I look at my to-do list that was written the night before, and I get to say that this is what I need to finish. No matter what, this must be finished today. So I prioritize 3 of them. The rest can be done later on. Then when that is done, I zoom into ensuring that my body is exercised.
Okay.
I am not a typical gym person or very intensive trainer, but I have my own training because I believe in something that called doing little things. Getting better 1% every day is better than trying to get better 100% that you cannot even hold. So I try to get better 1% every single day. Wow. And so I do my normal stretches, my exercise, and then also ensure that at the end of the day, I have my connection with my maker. I have my discussion with my maker. I believe God is me because he said he created me in his image in the Bible, in the Quran. And so I speak to myself through to that God that I believe the most powerful, that this is the day you've given me and I'm going to do my best. The rest is left unto you. And we have that joy discussions, and I hope the day goes on. And I pick up my morning and I work. I'm typically a very hard-working person, especially when I sit by my pieces, to the extent that it gave me some complications, but now everything is okay. So now I rest a bit. If I start my work from morning, I may get up from my seat around 3 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to be that very intense. Sometimes even way more than that.
Wow.
You know, you don't also forget I'm a tech person.
Oh, yes.
So I do a lot of things. You know?
Wow.
So yeah, but typically this how my morning is a bit more computerized, structured. What I need to do at this point in time, and then my stretching and my cup of coffee, which I don't miss. And my doctor say I should stop, but it go hard.
I'm going to take you through a quick rapid fire segment. So I need like quick answers. Yes, I need quick answers.
All right.
If you had to choose between these two, you know, mentor or money, which would you go for?
Me?
Mentor or money? Yes.
Oh, for where I've got into is money.
Yes, money. Vision or strategy?
Strategy.
Okay. Partnership or independence?
Oh, partnership.
Partnership. Ghana or global?
Ghana.
What is one book you think every entrepreneur should read or must read?
Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits, I agree. It's a very beautiful. In fact,
James Clear.
Let me not get into that because we won't stop right now.
Oh, yes.
But it's a beautiful book.
Oh, yes.
It's a beautiful book.
Yes.
And I think, yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I'm ambassador of it now.
20 years from now, what do you want your name to represent?
It looks as if God is telling me that I would one day work with all of you to lead this country. So
Okay.
my name will go down in the history as one leader that has transformed Ghana within 4 years, and ensuring that I kick all trotters of our road out and bring holistic engineering transport.
Okay.
Ensuring that Ghana, even though not to become, but Ghana would be more than or being like a city like London. So look at London. I'll be the one to make Ghana look like that, where you have buses running, train and everything running. Everything is orderly. Yeah, I think I'll be the one.
Okay. Wow, but I mean that I don't think you're far from it. I must be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think you're far from it, and so it's good for you to think like that and believe and confess it.
Yes.
So since we're talking in that light, what does Ghana need to become Africa's entrepreneurial powerhouse?
Thank you very much. Ghana needs to be deliberate with what we do. You see, we have been doing a lot of branding. Or the fake one they call it. Yeah, the fake brand. Branding is not bad, but the fake one.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of branding. We say things that we don't do, and we project things that are not the reality. And we are good at that. We and our brothers Nigeria.
Yes.
We project things, but when you come deep down, it's not like that. So we need to be honest with that. We need to sit back and ask ourselves, what are the resources we have? What can we do, like you're saying, to become a hub? Every country, when we started the Ghana Innovation and Startup Bill, Tunisia was the first.
Yes.
And about now, as I speak to you, about 13 or 14 countries now have a law. And even African Union in 2024 came up with the African Startup Framework. That is just a law in it, asking all the 54 African countries to adopt it. Ghana, that calls itself beacon of democracy, beacon of business, gateway, still have not seen the need to have a Startup Act that will support startup and innovation group. So what we are telling our people is that if you are an innovator and you are a startup, forget about it. You are not our concern. Our concern is that ordinary SMEs. And we are happy where they are because yes, statistics will tell you that SMEs are almost 70 to 80% contributing to our GDP. And so what? It is time we have to start moving away from the ordinary to do extraordinary things. And we need to be deliberate. We need to put in laws that would help us. You see, we are very good at welcoming people, opening up our gate, our doors, but we are not thinking of what our people can also do out there.
I agree.
When AFCFTA came, we were one of the first countries to send in our rectification, agreeing to the protocol. We will not even talk lalai because we want to show. We want to show, say we be good people.
Yeah.
But we haven't even come and say, what is the advantage for our businesses? The countries you are going to compete with, they have small business laws, they have acts and policies that are helping their business. Their businesses are even having credit as low as single digit. Here in Ghana, businesses are so loaning up to 22 to 30%. How do you compete with a business from Togo here?
Yeah.
That is getting lesser credit.
I mean, look, I not to cut you, but I remember I went for Omniverse last 2 years. And one thing that I find very interesting was that there's a Bank of Industries. There's Bank of Industries in Nigeria, and they have a desk because I'm biased to the creative art space. They have a desk for creative arts.
Yeah.
And they give.
But now you have fun.
They give.
My brother is giving you a fun. Creative arts fun. In Ghana. Just by the way.
Well, we are still working on it.
It's like that in Ghana.
Yeah, it's like that. You know, and I was amazed. They mentioned the amount of movies that has been shot with their funding, the amount of albums that musicians have produced with their funding. And so you probably will see a Nigerian video and movie, and you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. So some of these are well funded. Some of these arts-based companies are able to walk into their office, and then they mention that they sit you down and also teach you how you can pay back. But even when you hear the interest, it's not there at all. It's almost nothing.
So this is the deliberation I'm talking about, being deliberate about what we do and stop, glossing over things and stop fake branding. We say everything. If you go out here and ask leaders and politicians about Ghana, they would paint Ghana as if we are the best.
Yeah.
But you and I know, and you see, we are good in that. We are good in that. Even if I go somewhere, I know they agree my Ghana. When I went to Nigeria, the Nigerians wanted to own me. They say no, the way I behave, I should be a Nigerian because I will never allow. But that is nature. But you see, when we get back home, let's do the right thing. We go out and we learn what you've seen. What are we doing to our creatives? People grow up to see you people. You are mentors to them. But you come here and there's no deliberate support. Nobody's opening up. We only say it. We have this funding, and we don't see it. I have been asking government upon government. We have the National Youth Policy 2032. You contributed to it. I know a lot of people contributed to the National Youth Policy. Ask yourself how many agencies the current appointees know that there's even National Youth Policy. And every single day, we have to go back and think of new things to do. When you have a blueprint that can go into 32 up to 2032 years, that says that for us to be able to change the fortune of the Ghanaian youth, follow this path. And only MP.
Wow.
We are thinking of our new project because of vote. And this is what I want the Ghana Youth Federation, even if I'm not going to be there because I can't be there forever, to do. To let the Ghanaian youth know, be strategic, think for your future. It's not about politics, where you belong. Because your future is way bigger than any political party.
I agree.
And if you don't see that, then you are doomed. Today, you may say you know somebody. Trick don't know anybody. Trick don't have any connection. Who stands for Trick? So we need to be deliberate, and we need to really sit ourselves down, accept where we are. Because until you are able to solve your own before you can solve your own problems, you need to appreciate who you are.
I agree.
So if you go look for woman with no get money, you know the class you pay.
Yes.
That is what we should do in Ghana.
You need to tell Jerome this thing.
I don't. No, that is the reality. Whatever you are doing, James Clare said it.
Yeah.
You need to know your strength. What is available to you before you can act on it. But Timi Kasa, without even knowing where we can get it done, just because the Ghanaian mindset is that if I come and tell you Trick Child, I will get you 1 million next month. Low-key, you don't know where I go get the money, so you are happy.
You're happy.
The next man come and they give you trouble, then you are disappointed. You go and do your budgeting, go and tell your babe, Charlie, I did get 1 million for Sheriff. Sheriff no give you. That is a Ghanaian mindset. So let's appreciate what we have and what we can do with it. then we start from there. There's nothing wrong from us. We are not competing with anybody.
Yes.
And that's one thing I like about His Excellency. He understands where we are.
Yeah.
That's why I started paying his debts and all of those things. The bond and everything you heard today.
Yes.
So start from somewhere. And the Vice President said it, that this year they are going to focus on paying all of those debts. It's true. When you have debts hanging,
You can't think.
You can't think.
You cannot think.
You can't even grow. So let's start from somewhere and be honest.
Yeah.
But my point is that youth development should be prioritized in this our country. 73. Data will say 60, but I'm telling you, up to 73% of your population are persons from 35 years below. I'm adding the 15 years and down. That is a serious democratic dividend that we need to understand and do something about.
Yeah.
Else, it would be very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So let us appreciate what we have. Let us cut our coat according to our height and start doing things that would benefit our indigents. Let's start looking at how we can support our business. If we do that, we can become a hub. Because if businesses are coming in and they come and they are overshadowing the small ones, then do you think business will even be interesting to me and you?
No,
growing
at
up?
all.
No. I go one day do other things.
Yes.
That's why youth now become Ibab,
Magicians.
That way you said it. They pass other ways.
Yeah.
People are like they are rich.
They are rich,
And
yes.
you are expatriating, or what do you call it? You are taking them. I'm not supporting.
Expediting them.
Extraditing them, or whatever you call it.
Oh, no, I'm trying to. Why am I forgetting the word?
Extraditing them.
Extraditing them. Extraditing them.
You understand? I'm
Yeah.
not supporting it too. I
Yes.
know you two, they support.
No, at all.
But the reality, we have to face it.
That's true. It's
Because
not easy.
you look left, you look right.
And they're watching TV and they're seeing
Bro.
other youth in other countries doing well.
And you want to come and blame. You see, sorry, something happened recently. I don't want to mention because I don't want to give glory to it. And somebody called me, Federation, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? It happened recently with somebody taking videos of
Yes.
I'm like, forget. We for protect our women. That thing, if I see anybody talking about it, then you want to have issues about it, then you don't know what you're talking about. It's a normal thing, it's a moral thing. You understand? We shouldn't date our young women because of this and that happened. We do worse than that. We know even Ghanaian
We
men,
just don't record it.
exactly.
Yes.
We just don't record it. That is all. We do worse than that, but we don't record it. So, and when I said I'm connected it to economic development, somebody was like, you every time. I say, yes. That's the reality. If there was support and some of the, imagine the people the guy pick.
Yes.
Compare them to what are they talk about?
Yes.
Somebody's well organized.
Yes.
She has everything.
Yes.
Who is that? Who the hell is that guy to even approach them and
Yes,
say,
yes.
follow me, let me show you how I live?
Yes.
But Charlie, till no day, you see
Yeah.
some of them.
Yeah.
And you see Obroni, to say maybe something will come, and naturally some people just like, that color. And that is it. So we just need to understand where we are and start thinking and be honest to ourselves. When we plan with the resources we have, that we are able to grow. That is why they say in everything you do, you budget, you plan, you strategize. If you know get, bro. If you know they work, find other ways that can work. And that is what Ghana can do to really show Africa that we are a beacon of almost everything that we stand out for.
Thank you so much, Sheriff Ghale. If you just joined us, it's rather unfortunate we have to wrap up this conversation, but it's been a very beautiful one. We've had almost an hour of great conversation. We do this every Wednesday, so yes, we might bring Sheriff again very soon, very soon.
I would love to,
yes, it will be great. But thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.
Welcome.
With the Federation.
Sure.
I hope that we can get to do a lot of things together.
We would
And feel free to come to 3FM anytime there's something to do. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I think I'll just wrap up at this point. Once again, my name is Trigmatic, and it's been a very beautiful day. It's been a great Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed and you learned so much from this conversation. Even the questions I wanted to ask Sheriff, I could not, because it was getting serious and I didn't want to water it down at all. I didn't want to twat any of the things and put in some unnecessary talk for trends. I wanted to keep the conversation wholesome. Once again, thank you, my brother. And he's a very serious guy. You can check him out on social media, but you didn't give us the social media handles.
Yes. It's Chef Ghale on all of them. Chef Ghale. So
do you play any sports or
yeah,
any game?
I'm a serious boxer. If me and you, if you get promoted.
No, keep it to yourself. No, keep it to yourself. Boxing,
I was actually a regional boxing champion.
Really?
Oh yes. My favorite sports. UFC 7, I won't play, but I know that.
I beg you, that place they don't try you.
So yes, it's Chef Ghale on all social media. So Facebook /
Chef Ghale.
Yes.
Okay.
Chef Ghale. Yeah.
And Ghale.
Yeah. On all social media handles.
On all social media handles. You're married? Are you married?
I didn't hear it.
Okay, all right. So feel free to DM him if you have any questions about, if you're a young entrepreneur and you have questions, you can DM him. The guy could not answer the question. Is that yeah. All right, let's get back into the music. Stay here with us on 3FM 92.7. This is where urban lifestyle lives. We are your urban lifestyle radio. Once again, I'm Trigmatic. Let's do this again. 3 p.m. tomorrow till 7. I'm out.
Live on 92.7. Listen here.